It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Community Briefing. I'm Gwendolyn Morton on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV. On today's briefing, we've got traffic news. We've got some help with your utilities if you got a little bit behind during the COVID, and of course, more COVID numbers. Today's daily broadcast is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Affordable Heating and Air, Mountain Adventures, Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea, and Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea. The Kentucky State Police London Post was notified by the Clay County 911 approximately 6:14 p.m. on Sunday, January the 24th, 2021, of a four-vehicle injury accident on US 421 North in Manchester area of Clay County. The collision resulted in one juvenile fatality. The preliminary investigation indicates that two dirt bikes operated by two male juveniles, one 16 years old of Manchester, Kentucky, and the other operated by a male juvenile, 17-year-old of Manchester, Kentucky, both traveling southbound on 421 when they struck a 2002 Chevy Tahoe that was traveling northbound on US 421. The Tahoe was operated by Tyler D. Allen, age 23 of Manchester, Kentucky. A fourth vehicle, a 2009 GMC pickup operated by Jesse L. Collins, age 31 of Manchester, Kentucky, and his juvenile passenger were traveling southbound of US 421. Due to the smoke of the first collision, the operator of the GMC was unable to see or avoid striking the Chevy Tahoe. The 16-year-old male juvenile was pronounced deceased at the scene by Clay County Coroner's Office. An autopsy has been scheduled. A 17-year-old male juvenile was taken to the Clay County EMS to Advent Health, where he was treated for his minor injuries and released. No drugs or alcohol were contributing factors in this investigation. Helmets were not utilized by the involved juveniles. The Madison County Sheriff's Office was recently selected to be awarded $15,000 in order to buy bulletproof vests for deputies. WBON TV spoke with Deputy Michael Stotts, who commended the Fiscal Court, and Judge Executive Reagan Taylor, who helped get the grant for the county. With that story, here's Marissa Hempel.
The Madison County Fiscal Court announced that they were able to secure $14,980 for bulletproof vests, which will be provided to the Madison County Sheriff's Office. To get more information, we spoke to Public Information Officer of the Sheriff's Department, Michael Stotts.
Madison County applied for a grant for bulletproof vest and was awarded this vest. And according to the press release this morning, Madison County was one of only 33 recipients to receive this grant. And of course, this money will be provided to buy, purchase bulletproof, bullet-resistant vest for the deputies out here working the road, which, as we know, is vital for them to do their day in and day out activities to protect the people of Madison County.
Deputy Stotts describes the vests, which were awarded from the 2020 Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Partnership.
We try to get the best equipment for the deputies out here working the road for their safety. Sheriff Coyle has always made it a point of trying to get the best equipment so the deputies can effectively do their duties while they're out here working, to make them more efficient and be able to provide the best service they can to our citizens. They're very thick, and through the years, they've become a little smaller and a little more comfortable, but they're able to provide better support and better safety for the office. They're not as big and bulky as they used to be, but they still are better than what we had in the past. So that's why they are as expensive as what they are, for not only the safety but also the comfort of the deputies and any other peace officers, city police, state police, whoever it may be.
As previously mentioned by Deputy Stotts, Madison County was one of only two counties that were able to secure this grant. He said that the reason they were chosen is partially due to the hard work of the Fiscal Court and, of course, Sheriff Coyle.
He cares about his people. He cares about this community, born and raised here in Madison County, and also the help of our Fiscal Court, our magistrates, our county judge executive, They support us. They believe in what we are doing as the Sheriff's Office. They believe in Mike Coyle. So they continue to assist us in obtaining grants like this and providing us the funds we need to effectively do our jobs. Once again, we'd like to say we appreciate our Fiscal Court, Judge Taylor, and all of our magistrates. The way they work with us, the way we work with them, we want to continue that in the future so we can keep building this Sheriff's Office to be even better than it is today, and I know that's the goal and the mission of Mike Coyle.
For more local stories such as this one, always stay tuned right here to WBONTV.com and Channel 9 News. I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that story. Well, Governor Andy Beshear announced an up to $38 million is available to local governments to help Kentuckians with overdue utility bills in their jurisdiction. Each unit of local government may request up to $200,000 for assistance for their communities. The Department of Local Government, DLG, will administer the funding from the Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Response Program established in the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. To apply, local governments must submit an application to DLG. If approved, local governments must then partner with the Community Action Agency to assist with the funding administration. To simplify the process and fulfill that need, DLG has partnered with the Kentucky's 15 area development districts to assist units of local government. Local nonprofit community service providers are eligible Kentuckians with their applications and administering funds. Households are eligible for up to $250 per month for 6 consecutive months if they live in a city or county approved for funding, have been financially impacted by COVID-19, are struggling to pay water, sewer, electric, gas, or other heating and cooling bills, and have received notice for a disconnect between January 1st, 2020 and present day, and or up to 2 months following. Once a household's application is approved, the local nonprofit community service provider will transfer funds directly to a utility provider on the behalf of that homeowner. Well, earlier today, EKU alumni and Berea College professor Silas House received the 2020 Artist Award from Governor Andy Beshear as part of the annual Governor's Award in the Arts. Upon accepting the award during the virtual ceremony, House remarked on his past accolades. Almost 24 years ago, the Kentucky Arts Council gave me my first fellowship in writing, and that really validated me as a writer, House said. And I don't know if I would ever be publishing a novel if it hadn't been for that. In addition to serving the National Endowment for the Humanities Chair of Appalachian Studies at Berea College, the Corbin native is a multi-award-winning New York Times best-selling novelist. The Governor's Award in the Arts recognize individuals and organizations who have made extraordinary and significant contributions to the arts in Kentucky. Awards go to artists, art organizations, art critics, volunteers, schools, educators, local governments, and elected officials with corporate citizens. Well, now it is time for our first break of the day. Don't miss out on the next segment of this program. We have COVID numbers and more traffic news. 100.7 The Coyote and WBON, I'm Gwendolyn Morton.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small two-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for the spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop service your mower, North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Affordable heating and air for all your heating and air needs. Call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats located at 70 River Drive in Irvine. Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all of your remodels or fabrication needs. Well, the White House Clinic is pleased to announce that it has been awarded a Certificate of Achievement in recognition of ranking among the top 20% of community health centers nationwide in overall clinical performance. The Certificate of Achievement is awarded through the Human Resources and Services Administration, a federal governing body that guides community health center operations across the nation. HRSA's clinical quality improvement initiatives support health centers' efforts to provide better care for patients, improve health of their communities, and reduce the cost of health care for patients. Quality Improvement Awards given by HRSA recognize the highest performing health centers nationwide as well. Those health centers who have made significantly quality involvement gains from the previous year. Well, the construction of the new Larosa's location in Richmond is near the first watch, and it is underway and making progress. According to the company, they are still aiming for a spring 2021 open date. With that story, here's WBON TV's Austin Hanks.
As Larosa continues to build its brand in Central Kentucky, after entering Lexington in May 2019 with its Richmond Road full-service dine-in and carry-out location, Larosa's continues to look for expansion opportunities. The new 6,437 square foot Richmond restaurant will also include dine-in, pickup, and delivery of its family recipes and other Italian favorites. With a 160-person capacity dining room, the restaurant will also feature a patio, a large parking lot, full-service bar, and a buddy room for parties and events. Gary Holland, the franchise owner of the Central Kentucky Larosa Skyline and First Watch, stated, "We're hopeful that as 2021 unfolds, that we'll be able to welcome and serve Richmond residents and the Eastern Kentucky University student body in the way that our Larosa's guests expect." Founded in 1954 on Cincinnati's west side by Buddy Larosa, it is now a $167 million restaurant company with 64 pizzerias serving neighborhoods in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. And as you can see from the footage here, the construction is continuing with flying colors. For more stories like these, be sure to visit WBONTV.com. For Channel 9 News, I'm Austin Hinks.
Thank you, Austin, for that story. Well, the Kentucky State Police Forensic Laboratories were recently recognized by a nationally renowned organization called Organization of Scientific Area Committees for voluntarily adopting rigorous standards and analysis of seized drugs. KSP Labs are one of the first lab systems in the country to adopt these standards. The OSAC organization exists to be the gold standard in scientific testing, protocols, and the best practices to help ensure forensic analysis is reliable and reproducible. KSP employs 30 lab personnel who are specifically assigned to drug analysis located across the state in 6 separate labs. These facilities receive evidence from every law enforcement agency in the Commonwealth, and on average, forensic scientists complete a total of nearly 30,000 drug cases every year. Laboratory Director Jeremy Triplett says drugs are always evolving, and KSP forensic scientists combine the use of OSAC standards and high-quality technology to identify and understand new drugs. Kentuckians can trust the science that's being performed at our labs. When we get a drug submission, we're using objective scientific testing to determine what type of drug it is, said Triplett. OSAC issued 11 certificates of labs across the country for implementing the standard. KSP received 6 of those certificates, 1 for each lab. There are roughly 400 publicly funded crime labs across the country that could be implementing these standards. I'm really proud of our staff and the work they do. To be highlighted as one of the best, said Triplett. KSP Labs are really at the front of this, and Kentucky can be proud. KSP is seeking to fulfill full-time positions at 6 various forensic laboratories across the Commonwealth. If you're interested in a career, you may apply at careers.ky.gov or contact 502-564-5230 for more information. More KSP news. The Kentucky State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement responded to an injury accident on I-75 near the 30-mile marker in Laurel County, Kentucky. Upon arrival and through investigation, officers learned that a 2015 Chevy passenger car operated by 38-year-old Laura Meters of Richmond was traveling south on I-75 when she struck the concrete barrier. The impact caused her to spin out and be hit by a 2017 Volvo tractor trailer operated by 41-year-old Jaru Young of Norcross, Georgia. Drugs and alcohol are not suspected factors in the crash, and all involved parties were wearing seatbelts at the time of the collision. Meters was transported to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Traffic was diverted for around 3 hours to US 25 as cleanup crews worked to clean the debris from the roadway. A hazmat team assisted in the cleanup of ruptured fuel tanks on the tractor trailer. Well, that brings us to our second break of the day. Come right back with us because we've got those COVID numbers on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
All roads lead to CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have the experience and knowledge to get your vehicle running at its peak performance, whether it's a small two-door sedan or a souped-up diesel truck. And with CT Diesel Performance, you don't have to worry about dealing with the big dealership prices. They will work with you and tell you what the problem is and help you find a solution. When it's time to have your vehicle serviced, remember, all roads lead to CT Diesel Performance, just off exit 97 in Richmond.
Can you get into your doctor's office the day you call? The best medical practitioner is there when you need them. At White House Clinics, all patients get easy VIP access to exceptional care. Right now, White House physicians are accepting new patients in Jackson, Madison, Estill, Rockcastle, and Garrett counties. Go to whitehouseclinics.com or one of our 9 state-of-the-art facilities to request a new patient appointment.
Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Today's Community Briefing is brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635.5 Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all of your remodels or fabrication needs. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. Always growing children's resale store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they buy your gently used children's clothing. Well, on to our COVID numbers for the day. We're going to go over our incidence rate first, and comparing this to yesterday, we added one more county to the orange yesterday. Yesterday we had 6 counties in the orange. Today we are up to 7. We add Greenup County to those orange counties. So now in orange we have Greenup, Elliott, Wolf, Magoffin, Owsley, Leslie, and it looks like Knott County. So Greenup County yesterday at 33.8, today all the way down to 20.4. Elliott County remains steady at 22. Wolf at 24, Magoffin County from 17 down to 14, Knott County from 24 to 22, Owsley from 12, it stayed exactly the same at 12.9, and Leslie stayed exactly the same. So good low numbers over there in the eastern part of the state, and that was an area that was really heavy for a long time. Here in Madison County, we dropped just a little bit yesterday. We were at 61.8. Today we dropped to 57.9. Clark County 49, Estill 49, Jackson 32. Today we have Estill at 49 again, Jackson at 30, Rockcastle 53, Lincoln 37. These are just the surrounding counties, and Garrett at 66. It looks like numbers are getting really good across the state. Some high points, Cumberland still at 90%. It looks like that might be the highest that we have across the state at this point, and that's down in southern Kentucky. Western part of the state looking good, staying in the 30s and 40s percentiles over there in the western part of the state. And now we'll go to Ron with his governor's report in 2 minutes or less.
Monday, Governor Andy Beshear announced a decline in both COVID-19 cases and relativity cases.
Today's COVID update. Today we have the lowest number of new cases in the last 4 weeks. We have 1,268 new cases of COVID-19. Now, I remember when that number would have been staggering, but compared to dates that we've had, this is days that we've had, it's a good sign. Our positivity rate, 9.93%. Again, that and the number of cases both decreasing. Kentuckians currently hospitalized, 1,539, 374 in the ICU, 203 on a ventilator. We are still, though, experiencing the number of deaths that correlates with that surge. Remember, they trail a month or so behind when we see the large number of cases. And so our hope is as cases decline, we will see a decline in those we are losing. But still, this is exacting a heavy toll. Today, we're announcing that we've lost another 39 Kentuckians to this evil virus, bringing the total to 3,460.
The governor gives credit to citizens adhering to the safety guidelines and asks Kentucky residents to continue to wear masks.
What I absolutely know from what we see and from looking at the numbers is that you're wearing masks. You're wearing masks every time you go out. You're wearing masks when you're inside working and there are other people. Keep it up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, so hang in there. Do the right things. We will make it. We can have all the folks around us with us when this is done.
In Madison County, there were 30 new cases Monday, and in Estill County, 5 new cases were confirmed. From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thank you, Ron, for that report. Every day we have Ron with the daily governor's report, just giving you a look across the state at the COVID numbers and just some areas that we can be concerned with. And sometimes it's great news coming out of that governor's report. It looks like numbers are down again across the state. We're going to go to our Madison County numbers now. And for today, new cases, 75 here in Madison County. Active cases, 1,415. The daily incidence rate today is 57.9. And those are the Madison County numbers for today. We're going to go over to the EKU numbers. Total EKU cases, 117. Of those, the residential students, 29. Non-residential students, 60, 28 employees, 0 other. Total active cases at Eastern Kentucky University looking like 65 with 52 recovered. Now this runs from January 1st to the present day, so these are just this semester's numbers. Madison County stays at 7,103 with the Kentucky daily confirmed cases, 346,586. Those are the Kentucky numbers. If you're not feeling well, we've got plenty of locations around the area that you can go and be tested. Richmond White House Clinics, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Berea Municipal City Garage, and those run from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Mount Vernon Eye Care Center. Those are all today, 9 to 5. So again, today we have Richmond White House Clinic, the Berea Municipal Garage, and Mount Vernon Eye Care Center. Can't make it today, that's okay. We've got testing all the way through Saturday. Tomorrow you can go to the Richmond White House Clinic, 9 to 5:30, or again at the Berea Municipal Garage, 9 to 5:30. Just to go over some in the later part of the week, Berea Municipal Garage, 10 to 5:30. That is on Thursday. Irvin White House Clinic, 10 to 5, and the McKee Baptist Church, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Friday, Richmond White House Clinic, 9:30 to 5:30. Lancaster, the Garrett County Health Department, those run from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So those are just afternoon appointments there at the Lancaster Garrett County Health Department. And then, of course, on Saturday now, we offer testing here in Richmond. If you can't get off through the week, you can go over to the Richmond White House Clinic. Every Saturday, they have testing available. That's drive-up testing from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Saturday. So if you're looking for a test testing site. Those will also be posted on our website. You can go over there and take a look at those. We'd like to thank everyone that has a part in our daily community briefing. Thanks Austin Hanks and Gage Hill for being producers today, and of course Marissa for that story, and for Austin put in a story today too, and Ron with our daily governor briefing. Come back tomorrow. We'll have lots more stories and, of course, the daily COVID numbers for tomorrow as well. We'll see you right back here tomorrow at 3 o'clock on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV.